Fuchs in the house. How's everybody doing? Is going to start off the video by doing a little flower search here, and then we'll get into some talking. So give me a moment here. We're going to go mobile, and hopefully this works. You know how these work for me. Sometimes I end up taking pictures of windows or something like that. So turn this around, and nothing is. I've been putting bird seed out on my patio, and it does track sparrows for the most part. I've had a couple cardinals show up, which is kind of nice, but that doesn't happen that often. This works. So those are my flowers. Ended up getting a neighbor to put some at my doorstep, and that was pretty cool. Basically, all of a sudden I had my mom and dad over Friday. I opened the door to take my parents back home, and here all of a sudden there's some flowers by my door, and it was totally cool. She left some begonias, the yellow petunias and begonias she left me, so I got to add that to my little flower garden. That tree and that bush really, planting wise, the roots are just wow. So, but may do over by the folks. Nice lettuce plant, nice bean plants just shot. And I was like, I want to try to grow something. I'm going to attempt to grow broccoli. I am not sure on how that's going to go. Flowers over there are starting to come into play a little bit. Put some impatience on the shade side, and they didn't. I don't know, that dirt's very grainy. Doesn't have a substance to it, so I don't know if that's the reason or not. But I watered. I don't think I overwatered, but I know it didn't underwater, and they just didn't take. There's maybe a couple that will, but whatever. Just a little disappointed. Didn't spend much on them, but when it comes to that, the wildflowers are starting to take. Trying to understand the weeds versus the wildflowers, kind of a little entertaining chore there. And you know what? I don't. I was going to do a taste test, and I didn't prepare. I don't know if I want to waste that much time because it's going to take me a couple minutes to put it together. I'll do it next video. I was going to do an iced tea thing, and I could stop this video and just restart. But yeah, keep going. Let's see. Soylent Green. Movie's based on 2022, people. And if you understand Soylent Green, you have to know the movie or the saying and what it's about. But just to let you know, we are getting closer to it. If you Google Sweden veggie burger, vegan burger, vegetarian burger, and human flesh, I almost did a double take when I heard this on the radio. A Swedish company won an award for their vegetarian burger, and it tastes like human flesh, supposedly. I was like, no, I couldn't even believe. It's like, wow. I just like, okay, the Soylent Green thing, it's that movie was made back in 1970, and they kind of had this thing, shit was gonna happen in 2022. I don't know what to say. I really don't. I just get a kick out of it. Uh, I I don't know. Last night I watched American Ultra just to get off it. It's a movie that I reviewed or talked about, I think a couple years ago. It's streaming on Roku, Roku channel, and it's basically action comedy, a little a little violent, but it's not bad storyline. Um, Basically, a guy in nowhere, USA, ends up being activated with being he's I don't know if you want to hypnotized, and then a word brings him out of his state, and he becomes the super agent, and it's I want to say a somewhat of a fun movie, and I think the guy that's the actor is in one of the CSI shows. I don't remember which one, but he's like the medical guy or whatever, forensics. And then today, we got 8 o'clock coffee at Pick and Save, or Kroger's, sorry, and it's $4.99. And usually this stuff's like $8, I think it was. So decided I wanted to change it up. I got the Hills Brothers, and I'll let you know how this tastes, because I'm going to have my mom over for church later on today, and go from there on that. And last thing, anybody that's watching this video at the 6 minute and 50-second mark is, I'm just going to say it, Bart Lundy. If anybody knows who Bart Lundy is, I'm not going to just say in the comments, if you would, yes or no. That would be kind of nice. And I'm not, I'll build off it, but I'm going to just start to see if anybody knows who Bart Lundy is. And we'll go from there. Happy 4th. Seems like we're supposed to get some nice weather today, July 3rd. Tomorrow, maybe thunderstorms, but who knows? Kind of do need the rain. But we've had a nice, decent, not too warm weather in our area here. So, one other thing. Yeah, I'm a little late on this one. If you're watching this far into the video, Billy Sims barbecue. If you get a chance, there's one on 74th and Ross, and it's more or less in Oklahoma and Kansas, I think it is, their main. But I ended up taking my parents, and he's the football player from the 80s, from Detroit Lions, and I think he played at Oklahoma. Don't quote me. But ended up going there, and they have a decent deal, $7.99 combo, sandwich, soda, and one side. And it ended up being decent. I had the pulled pork. My mom and myself enjoyed it. My dad, he doesn't have taste buds anymore, so he has to put salt on everything. So he was like, "Oh, it didn't have no taste." And my dad can't taste anything. And I'm not being, it's just something that over the years. So yeah, I ended up having that. Again, Billy Sims barbecue. And I ended up going online, and like I say, I think he's more Oklahoma. And I think he's got a place in Michigan and Iowa, but Wisconsin, there's only one. So, but I was expecting a high price for the sandwich scenario, and it ended up being not a bad, three of us, $25, I think it was. And so that is that. And my videos lasted a little longer than I wanted to, but trying to cover a little of everything. So enjoy, everybody. Happy 4th, and thanks for watching.